was known for Young Frankenstein.
Would you like to have a roll in the hay? It's fun. Oh, roll in the hay.
As well as roles in Oh God, Tootsie, and Mr. Mom.
There's nothing you can do for me. I just have to feel like this until I don't feel like this anymore, and you're going to have to know that you're the one that made me feel this way.
She also had dramatic roles in Close Encounters of the Third Kind and The Black Stallion. Gar became a spokesperson for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society after her diagnosis in 1999.
I saw that there were so many myths about MS, and I thought, well, I'm just going to put a face on it and I'll take the hits from everybody else, because I want people to see that I have MS and I'm okay and I'm alive and I'm functioning and I'm as smart as I ever was. Please don't comment on that.
She said in a 2006 AP interview she could take anything life threw at her, except when people tried to quote the knockers line from Young Frankenstein to her.
Please don't say what knockers to me, and they'll do it every time. And a woman will come to me, my husband, he has something to say to you. Go on, honey, say it. He goes, what knockers? I don't know what to say. I go,
I'm Archie Zaraletta.
It's football like we've never seen it before. Kevin Carr reports that Fun Day Monday Night Football is coming soon to Homer's town of Springfield.
Some new talent is coming to Monday Night Football this December. Who's ready for some football? Football! ESPN and Disney are working together for a second Fun Day Football event on December 9th. Last year, a game was mirrored directly from Andy's room in the Toy Story universe.
A game that will also be played in the Toy Story world of Andy's room.
That Fun Day Football was a huge hit, winning 3 Emmys. This year, the tradition continues, but this time it will feature America's favorite animated family, The Simpsons.
Now stay tuned for 6 hours of exciting football action.
Yep, bye-bye, Bill. The Cincinnati Bengals will face off against the Dallas Cowboys for Monday Night Football, and the game will be mirrored on ESPN Plus and it will be animated in the Adams Stadium.
Congratulations, the rest of you made the team.
The Simpsons Fun Day Football event will take place on Monday, December 9th, starting at 8 p.m.
It's Bart and the Bengals versus Homer and the Cowboys, live from Springfield.
Promo.
I'm Kevin Carr.
America in the Morning for Wednesday, October 30th, 2024 is produced by Jeff McKay. Senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trout. This is Westwood One.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. As a parent, it can be scary to hand the car keys to your teenager. To help your teen stay safe, be a good role model and follow traffic laws yourself. Set rules for your teen, including wearing a seatbelt, driving only during the day, and with limited distractions, including from their passengers. Finally, make sure your teen knows it is never okay to text and drive. For a sample driving agreement for teens, visit healthychildren.org.
This Veterans Day, join us in honoring the women and men who have sacrificed, served, and fought for our great country. We're giving you the chance to gift your favorite veteran $1,000 as a small way to say thank you to those who have given so much. Head to our website and tell us about the veteran in your life and why they deserve to be honored. We'll select 5 national winners to each win $1,000 as a thank you for their service. Help us celebrate this Veterans Day by giving our heroic service members a very special salute.
Enter the Veterans Day giveaway to the News Radio 1440.com.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station.
This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Closing arguments highlight differences between the presidential candidates. Vice President Harris spoke on the ellipse in the shadow of the White House.
Unlike Donald Trump, I don't believe people who disagree with me are the enemy. He wants to put them in jail. I'll give them a seat at the table.
The former president rallied supporters in battleground Pennsylvania.
We must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda. with a landslide that is too big to rig.
President Biden is backtracking after weighing in on a comics racist remark at a Trump rally Sunday, likening Puerto Rico to an island of garbage.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is unconscionable, and it's un-American.
Florida's Republican Senator Marco Rubio was at last night's Trump rally in Allentown, a community with a large Latino population.
We are not garbage. We are patriots who love America. We thank you for running, Mr. President.
Mr. Biden later posted on X he was referring to the comedian, not Trump supporters. The government releases an updated economic scorecard in half an hour, and analysts like CBS's Jill Schlesinger anticipate signs of solid growth in the third quarter.
During the summer months, the gross domestic product, or GDP, is expected to show that the economy expanded by an annualized pace of 3%.
Now to Spain and deadly flash floods. Officials say at least 63 people have been killed in eastern Valencia after a month's worth of rain fell in a single day. It's turned roads into muddy rivers, trapped people in homes. Rescuers and helicopters have been lifting them to safety. More teenagers are spending more time on devices, and the results are troubling. Correspondent Alexander Tin.
Just over 50% now say they are spending at least 4 hours of every weekday on their screens outside of schoolwork. The CDC survey also found that rates of anxiety and depression were higher for these kids. More than a quarter of teens with at least 4 hours of screen time reported anxiety or depression. That's compared to just around 10% of teens who had less than 4 hours of screen time.
Put that broom away. Yankee slugger Anthony Volpe's grand slam in the third inning of World Series Game 4 on Fox helped the Bombers avoid a Dodgers sweep.
It was just a big game. We just wanted to go 1-0 today and win today and see where it took us.
New York won it 11-4. Game 5 is tonight in the Bronx. S&P futures up 2. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, MediShare members like it a lot. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And MediShare is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before October 30th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is October 30th. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number, 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE, 877-64-BIBLE.
Many unhoused people are ready to cast ballots in Tuesday's election.
Are you registered to vote?
Yes.
Vanessa Rendon is not letting the fact that she's homeless stop her from exercising her right to vote.
We pay taxes, so we still matter.
The unhoused can register to vote in California. Julie Sines with the Santa Clara County Registrar's Office says all homeless folks need to do is enter the nearest cross streets where they sleep at night.
One of the biggest issues is that unhoused voters do not know that that's an option for them.
She says the homeless do need to provide a mailing address where they can receive their ballots. Matt Bigler for CBS News, San Jose, California.
An NFL star proves his girlfriend Taylor Swift isn't the only one who can sing.
Wandering the streets of my hometown.
That's Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce in a snippet of a new song from this year's Christmas album with his brother, retired Eagles center Jason Kelce. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Sound pretty
Robinhood
good.
is introducing forecast contracts so you can trade the presidential election. Through Robinhood, you can now trade financial derivatives contracts on who will win the U.S. presidential election, Harris or Trump, and watch as contract prices react to real-time market sentiment. Each contract you own will pay $1 on January 8, 2025, if that candidate is confirmed as the next U.S. president by Congress. Learn more about the presidential election contracts on Robinhood at robinhood.com/election. The risk of loss in trading commodities interest can be substantial. You should therefore carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your financial condition. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Commodity interest trading is not appropriate for everyone. Display prices are based on real-time market sentiment. This event contract is offered by Robinhood Derivatives, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm. Exchange and regulatory fees apply. Learn more at robinhood.com/election.
Mike Costanza with Chaffee's Deli. And Jeff Franco from Chaffee's Deli. Jeff, we've had a lot of fun doing commercials over the years. We sure have. Let's play some old ones. Remember all the complaints we got from your singing? 5 onion rings. Oh, no, don't sing, please. And I used to call you Gramps. But that doesn't mean we have to record the commercial at 6 a.m. Grant, it's the real deal this early. That's when you were a bit younger. And remember when Siri first started liking you? Siri, who's your favorite person at Chappie's Deli?
Mike Costanza is the best.
Always fun when we had the kids on. How about the time your wife called in the middle of a commercial?
Well, anyway, back to the catering commercial. Excuse me, Jeff. Yes, Diane. Yes, dear.
Thanks for the memories from all of us at Chaffee's Deli, Perry Hill, Pepper Tree, Baptist South, Prattville, and Auburn.
Hi, I'm Ben Myers with Just Blinds here in Prattville. Our family-owned business has been serving the river region for over 35 years now, specializing in the design and installation of quality window treatments. The process is easy. Our experts will guide you every step of the way, selecting window coverings that best complement your space. With Just Blinds custom window treatments, you don't just change your home, you transform it. Visit us online or in person for a world of inspiration.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Janny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by PureTalk.com. Stop overpaying for your cell phone plan. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on America's most dependable 5G network. Switch today. Just dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month with Pure Talk.
Few clouds around to start off our Wednesday morning. Temperatures will top out this afternoon in the 80s. Winds will be breezy out of the southeast, and we have a chance for a quick sprinkle. Most will be dry. Tonight we'll see lows in the 60s with clouds around. Thursday, Friday, both feature sun and clouds, highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s. Mainly dry conditions, but 1 or 2 sprinkles are possible thanks to an approaching front. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Got a couple of things going on now, so please use caution. Carter Hill at Hummingbird Lane. Got an accident reported there. Also, the 2600 block of Mobile Highway. Look for a wreck at that location. You see something else giving you trouble with traffic safety, contact us. We'll pass that info along. When you need the best equipment, Thompson Tractor has everything from compact construction to heavy-duty machines with over 65 years of service. Thompson Tractor, Highway 80 off of I-85. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Wednesday. After 5 years of waiting and a 4-week-long trial, it's back to square one in a capital murder case that left a sheriff dead. William Chase Johnson is accused of shooting and killing longtime Lowndes County Sheriff Big John Williams back in 2019. Since the jury couldn't agree on a verdict, the judge declared a mistrial and will do it all over again next year. A former Alabama beauty queen is back behind bars in the Bahamas accused of violating her bond. Lindsay Shiver, former Miss Houston County, was arrested last year in a murder-for-hire plot. She's accused of paying her boyfriend to kill her estranged husband, former Auburn football player Robert Shiver. Her trial is scheduled for next spring. The Montgomery School Board is still trying to permanently fill 2 leadership positions, superintendent and chief financial officer. For now, those posts are being filled by Jamie Wilson and Pamela Watkins. They have 6-month contracts. A search firm will look for a permanent replacement.
Have you been injured at a place of business? Call me, Attorney Johnny Adams.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
My fellow Americans, it's time to vote yes for a nicer, newer car. It's your commander in relief, Matt Parsley from Budget Car and Truck Sales. I'm on a mission to make car buying affordable again. So if you've been dreaming of driving a nicer, newer car, cast your old right away, and I'll give you up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value based on the price of the car you pick. I want to help you drive a car you want and deserve with the banks and the credit unions that say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. And give you way more for your old ride in the process. That's why at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're all about affordability. My solution specialists work hard to help you find a car you'll love for a monthly payment you can afford. So cast your old ride away with the banks that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. But hurry, like elections, these deals won't last forever. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these all-American rides at budgetsays.yes.com. 61 Mendel Parkway next to Fraser Church, or call 334-244-9777.
Been injured in a car wreck with no fault of your own? Who are you going to call? Call me, Johnny Adams.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
For most of Alabama, ticks and mosquitoes are more abundant from late spring to early fall. If you spend time outdoors or have pets that go outside, you need to be aware of the diseases they can carry to help protect yourself and your family. Prevention is key in safeguarding against tick and mosquito-borne diseases. For more information and tips on how to protect you and your family from these pests, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov. Again, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov.
I got smart about mortgages, smart about college.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Don't miss Sean Hannity. Biden incoherently appears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440. You need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's a little dark outside, at least it was when I came in. So if you got to be somewhere, just make sure you leave a little early this morning, okay? Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread. A word from on high, something that will change your perspective or give you a new one. But either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. And again, it is the 30th day of October, believe it or not, 2024. Today's daily bread is simply entitled A Beautiful Surprise. Today's scripture insight comes from Isaiah 4:2-6. But Isaiah 4:2 reads, "In that day, the branch of the Lord will be beautiful and glorious." Isaiah 4:2. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is October the 30th, 2024. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that once it's gone, it will never, ever come again. It is a once-in-a-lifetime deal, and you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and do the things that you didn't do that you should have. So whatever it is that you do with this day, October the 30th, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you be proud of what you have done this day. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the mercy, and the forgiveness of God, we may, I am not sure, but we may see some tomorrow. But if tomorrow shouldn't be, or should not be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can't. Because somewhere along our lives, somebody reached out and helped us. A hand up, a shoulder to lean on, advice that changed our lives, and a love that was second to none. We can do no better. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two, we all do. But you'll never be a failure. Never. Until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never quit. You never give up. Because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose a thing or two, they never quit. My mother said nothing beats a failure but a try. She always said put one foot in front of the other, keep on moving. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, always, always keep moving forward. And here's a little secret. If you need some help, just ask. Somebody will extend you the hand. Trust me, I know. Had a lot of hands in my life. And no matter what happens today, remember this. It is a great day, a stupendous day, an extraordinary day to be alive. Good morning to you. A beautiful surprise. That's our daily bread for today, October 30th. We'll be back. Gotta go get some water now.
Welcome to this daily meditation from Our Daily Bread. I'm Tom Felton, and I called our reading A Beautiful Surprise. The plowed ground contained a secret, something hidden. In preparation for their 50th wedding anniversary, Lee Wilson had set apart 80 acres of his land to produce perhaps the grandest floral gift his wife had ever seen. He secretly planted countless sunflower seeds that eventually erupted into 1.2 million of the golden plants, his wife's favorite. When the sunflowers raised their yellow crowns, Renee was shocked and overwhelmed by Lee's beautiful act of love. Speaking to the people of Judah through the prophet Isaiah, God shared a secret with them. Though they couldn't see it now, after his promised judgment against them for their unfaithfulness to him, a new and golden day would dawn. Isaiah 4:2 reads, "In that day, the branch of the Lord will be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the land will be the pride and glory of the survivors in Israel." Yes, they would experience devastation and exile at the hands of Babylon, but a beautiful branch, a new shoot out of the ground, would then be seen. A remnant of his people set apart, cleansed, and lovingly led and cared for by him. Our days can seem dark, and the fulfillment of God's promise is hidden. But as we cling to him by faith, one day all his great and precious promises will be fulfilled. A beautiful new day awaits. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Isaiah chapter 4, verses 2 through 6. In that day, the branch of the Lord will be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the land will be the pride and glory of the survivors in Israel. Those who are left in Zion, who remain in Jerusalem, will be called holy, all who are recorded among the living in Jerusalem. The Lord will wash away the filth of the women of Zion. He will cleanse the bloodstains from Jerusalem by a spirit of judgment and a spirit of fire. Then the Lord will create over all Mount Zion and over those who assemble there A cloud of smoke by day and a glow of flaming fire by night. Over everything, the glory will be a canopy. It will be a shelter and shade from the heat of the day, and a refuge and hiding place from the storm and rain. Let's pray. Loving God, thank you for the beauty of
But I'm
your faithful
energetic, my
promises.
brother. I'm energetic.
We claim them today as we walk with you by faith. We're so grateful for the hope you provide each day. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Time to rise and shine. Time to get up. Let's go to work. That's right. PT first, though. Oh, yeah. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh, yeah. Get up about 2:45. Come on now. Let's get it moving. Oh, yeah. Okay, we only got one day of PT to go, so let's do this right. Hard work, work. 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 Oh, yeah. On the airplane, in the early morning rain. Oh, yeah. It don't rain in the Army, it rains on the Army. That's right. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. That's the Air Force. They get scared of water. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hard work, work. Okay, except for the guys who land on aircraft carriers. They're pretty brave. Hard work, work. Like Rick Murchison. Good morning, Rick. My favorite jet fighter guy. Oh, yeah. Good morning, and good. Yeah, anybody know Rick Murchison? Yeah, he's actually fly off those carriers. You know what I'm saying? Now that takes some gall to do that. So good morning, Rick and Kathy. I know you forgot all about me. I'm such a big superstar around town. But listen, I remember the little people also, okay? Especially the people who taught me how to work on a computer. Never will forget y'all. Help a brother make some money. I'm still not as good as he is, though, so don't worry about it. Or Kathy. Well, let's get it. Let's get up. Let's be thankful to be here another day. It is a great day to be alive. And it's a great day to be in the United States Army, United States Air Force, United States Navy, United States Coast Guard, and the U.S. Marine Corps. And, oh, yeah, that other part, Space Force. We're just trying to figure out what they do. It is a great day to be alive. And we got an election coming up next week, so I'm pretty sure all you guys are prepared. And again, I'll be glad when this is overdue. And last but certainly not least, their motto is Semper Fidelis, but they couldn't pronounce it, so they cut it short to Semper Fi. Well, whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it means exactly the same thing. Always, always faithful. Good morning to you, jarheads. It's time to rise and shine. They got the best model of everybody, though. I mean, aim high is not bad, but hey, if we're gonna aim, why would we aim low? I'm just saying. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force. And good morning to Byron Brown this morning. He's turning some age. I don't know exactly how old he is, but I would think about another. Anyway, he's old. He's real old. I mean, he is old. Okay, I'm saying. I mean, I'm older than him, but he looks older than me. I'm just saying. Byron, happy birthday. Let me say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Byron Brown. Happy birthday to you. All right then. Hey, I should put that on tape someplace, and I become another sensation like Whitney Houston did when she did the national anthem. It is still the best national anthem of all time. Somebody else did one too that was pretty good. I just can't remember who that was, but somebody else did one that was good too. Did Beyonce? Nah. Whitney Houston is the woman in that. She and it was at a time. It was at a time when we had this nation was at a crossroads with itself and with the world. And Marvin Gaye did one too. Yeah, Marvin. I got to find the Marvin Gaye one too. Oh, who else? Anybody's got a birthday today while I'm on it? Because listen, birthdays are blessings. Because everybody that woke up today, somebody passed. So if today's your birthday, let a brother know. Okay? Keep a radio job. My singing sucks. Listen, I want to let you know. I was just messing around because I used to sing. Yeah. I sang a lot of Luther Vandross. Okay? I'm just saying, I used to sing back in the day, and I can still do it every once in a while. But since I'm not getting paid to do that anymore, Oh, you know who else's birthday it is today? There are a lot of people's birthday today, but I don't know them. But there's somebody else's birthday today. He is a man about town, a man that okay. I don't want to mess it. He used to be a state senator, and of course now he is the president of Alabama State. Okay, that's right. The former senator and current president of ASU. Now they to the president. You know why? I mean, it does. I do deserve to get invited to something. I never get invited out there. That's okay, but I feel like if anybody else got a birthday, make sure you text me 901-5022, and I'll make sure I'll get in. So this is to Byron. This is to Quentin Ross. So we're just going to we're just going to do this. Okay. Where we go? Everybody has a birthday in Montgomery. Good morning. Anybody older than I am? I don't look it. My age, I don't feel my age, but the birth certificate don't lie. Well, this is coming over the street with one. I don't know why Quentin Ross don't ever call and give us a scoop out there what's going on. But that's okay. He probably forgot about me. He hang around people like Barack and all them people. Don't forget the little fellas down here, okay? Say it again. Ira. Winston. Anybody else got a birthday today? I'm in a great mood today. I'm just fantastic. It's a great day to be on top of the ground. Somebody else has got to have a birthday today. Somebody out there in Montgomery. Come on now. Give me one more. Things work better in threes. I'm not giving anything away. I let the effort get stuff away. By the time you get so, if you're still waiting on the radio station to give you something, you can get a lot of things wrong. Come on now. All right, one more time. One more time. Okay, one more. One more. One more. Okay, here go. Here go. Here go. Okay then. Remember that birthday thing, we sound like dinner. Anyway, no. Happy birthday to all those folks out there that was birthday. It is a great day to be alive. And on top of now, the biggest story of the day is at least in my mind, not the election. How did we end up with a mistrial? In a mistrial in the killing of Big John? Again, I wasn't there, but from all the evidence I heard, I can exactly now I wasn't at the trial, so I didn't hear everything. So I got some earpieces in that trial, people that I know who were I understand how do we do it or not? You would think that would be a slam dunk case for any prosecutor. I mean, you would think, if there's some mitigating circumstances that we don't know about, I still like to hear them. Now, I'm not one for the death penalty or anything like that. But I do think that he needs to do the time in jail. If in fact he did it the way he said he did it. I mean, how do you do a mistrial like that? There must be something going on around here in time and space that I'm not familiar with. 10:34 in the morning. I didn't know. Good morning. Yes. Okay. I heard the evidence I heard from an eyewitness in the courtroom. Now, no, that's not it. That's not it. One of his compadres, had some damning evidence, at least some damning accusations anyway. Well, listen, I know what I'm talking about. You don't have proof. See, you don't have the privilege that I have to know all these things. So don't call me. Yeah. But then stop insulting me, and I will. Well, explain it without insulting me. Because I heard this. No, no, I heard this from somebody in the courtroom. No, I didn't say no. If what they said is true, that was damning evidence. Okay. Well, you can present your case. Yeah, of course I know. But it is, yeah, yeah. Well, stop insulting me now. You did say that. Mhm. 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 Well, again, well, I don't care anything about the color. I don't care. I don't care anything about the color. You should know me well enough now to know I don't care about color. I read the whole. I read the whole article in the paper. Yeah, yeah, I did read it. But well, because they got a mistrial, which means is that which they got a mistrial, which means that they're going to redo it, which means they're going to have another trial. I don't want to do anything to. I don't want to do anything to well, whatever. But I don't want to say anything on the airways that would prejudice. Okay. Mm. Yeah. Again, I wasn't there, and you weren't there either. Well, it is my understanding sometimes. It's my it's here back. It's my understanding sometimes. At least I've heard police say that eyewitnesses are sometimes some of the most unreliable witnesses. Now, again, I don't know. I wasn't there. Good morning. Yes. Well, again, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, but sure. But now I've heard two instances where they said the sheriff didn't have on a uniform. Then I heard he, well, now wait a minute, if I don't know who you, well, not everybody knows who the sheriff is in Lowndes County. Not everybody. Hmm. Well, hmm, yeah. Which nobody's, which nobody's resolving anything. I love to hear that word. Yeah. Okay. Conflict resolution. Okay, alrighty then. All right then. Okay. Mm. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we ought to employ those things better. Well, well, again, I'm at the meeting the other night with the mayor and the kids from the schools, and not one time did anybody mention the word discipline. Not one time. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So yeah. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, not one time in that meeting the other night did the word discipline come up. Not one time. And I said, well, eh, without that, nothing else matters. It's 7:42 in the morning. I don't know why school systems, politicians will not use that word, discipline. From the home, if you don't get it at home, and if you don't get it at school, you'll get it in the streets on your way to jail. We'll be back. Okay, I'm still here. Love this song. Great song. Great song. Love it. This is now a can of beer and grinding potato chips. Anyway, 8 14 14 number, you want to just call up, talk to us, tell what your mind this morning. Good morning. Yes. Got him. I don't think I'm gonna have that one. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He changed it. Right. Right. He changed his plea. Yeah.
Actors and all these witnesses that going to go against this insanity plea, and then the day before the trial, he changes his plea. Now that the prosecution is probably scrambling around to put a case together. In the meantime, the defense got all the time. They were probably set up for this defense, and they went in there with a good presentation. And then the judge gives instructions to the jury, and based on the judge's instructions and what the prosecution presented versus the defense, they couldn't come up with a plea. Now, I guarantee you, on the next time around, the prosecution gonna have their case together.
Mm. Mm. Well, obviously they did. Yeah. Stand your ground. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess he did. Yeah. Well, I mean, it ain't over yet. They got to redo it. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. All right. Appreciate it. 860-1440 is the number here. Good morning. Morning. What recruiter? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's his name Brunson? I don't think I know him, but no, I don't. I never met him. No. Well, no, of course I wouldn't. I wouldn't know that. No. Right. Live free plan. Yeah. Which ain't nobody gonna be free because we're gonna be stuck in our houses waiting for the bullets to drop. Oh. Right, 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 right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Right. Mm. We already on their webpage. So they give the money. I don't either. As a matter of fact, but I do know our budget went up to $331 million, and if six of that million is going to these people, I think it's going to be a total waste of money. We got a conflict resolution department already. It's called MPD. Okay, and if MPD can't get it done, then it won't get done. So, all right, yeah, it won't get done. All right, we MPD and the sheriff department, ALEA, state troopers, if they can't get it done, I don't think Live Free is gonna get it done either. Good morning. Takes too long for me to get it up, so just simply answer it. Okay then. Somebody said you didn't say a word when Todd wasted. I don't remember Todd Strange asking us to put $6 million in an experimental program whose headquarters is housed in another state. Now, I'm sorry. And where is the accountability on all of that money? No, no, I don't. I don't remember that Todd Strange from over 10 years. I don't remember anything like that. Let me see here now. Who else is here? Who else is here? Okay, we're gonna go right there. Good morning. Yes. Well, wait, come back. I forgot. I got 10 seconds. I shouldn't have picked up the phone. Come in. I'll put you on hold. All right. We'll be back after this.
WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Wednesday. After 5 years of waiting and a 4-week-long trial, it's back to square one in a capital murder case that left the sheriff dead. William Chase Johnson is accused of shooting and killing longtime Lowndes County Sheriff Big John Williams back in 2019. Since the jury couldn't agree on a verdict, the judge declared a mistrial and will do it all over again next year. A former Alabama beauty queen is back behind bars in the Bahamas accused of violating her bond. Lindsay Shiver, former Miss Houston County, was arrested last year in a murder-for-hire plot. She's accused of paying her boyfriend to kill her estranged husband, former Auburn football player Robert Shiver. Her trial is scheduled for next spring. The Montgomery School Board is still trying to permanently fill 2 leadership positions, superintendent and chief financial officer. For now, those posts are being filled by Jamie Wilson and Pamela Watkins. They have 6-month contracts. A search firm will look for a permanent replacement.
WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, the Cumulus.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. As Americans get set to go to the polls next Tuesday, we begin with the economy and a brand new report showing it grew at a slower than expected 2.8% annual rate over the summer. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
It was a little bit less than economists had expected. Most of the growth did come from consumers. Consumer spending really has defied expectations, even though as we complain about higher prices, we continue to spend.
Vice President Harris gave what her campaign called closing arguments in the shadow of the White House last night. Former President Donald Trump reached out to Latino voters in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and President Biden backpedaled.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of things is unconscionable, and it's un-American.
He later explained he was referring to remarks by a comedian at a Trump rally Sunday. CBS's John Dickerson.
Harris would like everybody focused on her closing arguments to the extent that this kind of takes over the news cycle for the morning. That's not what they wanted. More proof of why Joe Biden was a candidate they were worried about having to be at the top of the ticket. So it's not what you want.
Police in Oregon and Washington state say they found the words "Free Gaza" on devices found at the scenes of a ballot box fire in both states. They're still searching for a suspect. CBS's Christopher Cruz.
An official in Clark County in southwest Washington state says 475 damaged ballots were recovered from a ballot drop box in Vancouver that was burned early Monday. Election workers will begin gathering voter information today and will contact people about getting a new ballot. Some ballots were destroyed. It's not clear how many.
Don't beat yourself up if you can only cram in exercise on the weekends.
Earlier studies have shown cramming a week's worth of exercise into 1 or 2 days can help protect you against more than 200 diseases. Now, a study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine finds it improves your cognitive health, too. In fact, the scientists estimate that more than 1 in 10 cases of mild dementia would be eliminated if all middle-aged adults exercised at least once or twice a week. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
McDonald's is facing a proposed class action lawsuit over the deadly E. coli outbreak linked to raw onions on Quarter Pounders. 15-year-old Camberlyn Bowler was hospitalized with kidney failure.
It hurt to walk. I couldn't stand up straight. My back was hurting really bad.
Now to the freezer aisle.
This is the story of the best part of the sandwich and his crust.
Demand is so high for Uncrustables, mini pillows of peanut butter and jelly. Smucker says it's opening a 3rd plant in the U.S. next year. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Hey, it's Michael Smerconish. Business owners and CMOs, how do you plan on growing your business? Have you plateaued on your social media and online efforts? Why not tap into podcasts and radio? In the U.S., audio reaches more than 271 million people weekly. That's more than social media and digital combined. My friends at Radioactive Media know the recipe to launch, optimize, and scale performance by building compelling audio campaigns which work. I personally know the principles of Radioactive Media, their personal approach and knowledge of the medium, unparalleled. For advertisers who want to reach the right audience with the right hosts and programs, text the word profits to 511-511. Heck, you can even buy spots on my program. If you're a mid-sized company or well-funded startup with a monthly budget as low as 5 figures, they can help. Text the word profits to 511-511. Online, radioactivemedia.com. Text rates may apply.
More than 40,000 limited edition coins featuring a favorite cartoon have been recovered after a theft down under.
The TV show Bluey involves a colorful animated children's TV character, a young dog and his family.
I'm going to draw the perfect picture of me and Dad. What does perfect mean?
And with worldwide popularity, it led to the marketing of Bluey coins. However, back in July, 63,000 were stolen. Just this week, 40,000 were found inside a Sydney warehouse. 3 people have been charged over the theft. The trio was denied bail until a future court date. Scott Mayman for CBS News, Canberra, Australia.
Starbucks' new CEO is making more changes. Less than a week after he promised to shake up the chain's menu, Brian Niccol has nixed those hyped-up olive oil-infused coffee concoctions. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Janny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean. If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
Montgomery Men's Health has years of proven results for low testosterone and increasing drive, energy level, and performance. We've introduced ED and enhancement treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call Montgomery Men's Health at 334-440-3663 or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now. Dial 334-440-3663 or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, making it happen.
My fellow Americans, it's time to vote yes for a nicer, newer car. It's your commander in relief, Matt Horsley from Budget Car and Truck Sales. I'm on a mission to make car buying affordable again. So if you've been dreaming of driving a nicer, newer car, cast your old right away, and I'll give you up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value based on the price of the car you pick. I want to help you drive a car you want and deserve with the banks and the credit unions that say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. And give you way more for your old ride in the process. That's why at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're all about affordability. My solutions specialists work hard to help you find a car you'll love for a monthly payment you can afford. So cast your old ride away with the banks that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. But hurry, like elections, these deals won't last forever. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these all-American rides at BudgetSaysYes.com. 61 Mendel Parkway next to Fraser Church, or call 334-244-9777.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak high. Find all the parts you need at prices you love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars.
Whitewater is not a waste of money.
Physical or mental.
Whitewater is a good thing.
We never leave a fallen warrior behind.
Because y'all don't swim.
Learn more about what we do at Wounded Warrior Project.
Join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, the mic's on. Well, sorry about that. I normally get paid to sing, so I was just doing it for free for you guys. 8:08 in the morning. If you want to give us a call, you can do that, 860-1440. You can also go to my Facebook page, and you can, if you're in a different state or someplace like that, you can click on that video up there. You can actually come into my online studio and, and have a good time. 860-1440 is the number. I gave you that number already. You can text me if you want to, 901-5022. I need a restaurant to advertise over here because I need a place to eat. I'm not trying to get anything for free. I just need a restaurant. I need somebody to suggest a restaurant to advertise. Because I've been going over to Pearson's for a long time. They keep turning me down. So, I tell you, I don't know. But see, people now Pearson, they got some great food. Okay, but anyway, I just can't get them on the air. Years I've been trying to go over there. They don't like me. I don't know. Anyway, good morning. Who's this? Fine. Okay. That's true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which is off of Coliseum. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, appreciate it. Of course, some of us, some people don't agree with us, but that's okay. They'll find out sooner or later that we're right. 860-1440, 8:11 in the morning. Who is next? Good morning. Yeah. What's up? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Historically, well, because I'm trying. Okay, there's no doubt that historically, blacks were treated unfairly in our court system, and in some. But Yeah, I mm. Well, like well, because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want. I would. Okay, I think you'll agree with this statement. We want whoever did this, okay, to get their just reward for what they did. However, we do want all the facts to come out about this. So there's no, because I got to tell you, we had 12 reasonable people up there on the trial, and some of them couldn't determine. If it's that obvious, if it is that obvious, why wouldn't they? No, no, his father is a deputy sheriff. In, in my, yeah, in my, no, no. In Montgomery, though, his dad works in Montgomery. And so, so I think I believe that we all want justice for Big John. But we also want, if there's such a place, we need justice for the guy in jail too. If in fact that he felt he was again, I wasn't there. If he thought his life was in danger, I don't know. I know that's a far fetch, but I wasn't there. Yeah, it is. But I wasn't there. When did at night? What did at night? And I can't. Somebody can't. Right. Right. And if somebody walk, and 1 minute I hear the sheriff was in uniform, the next minute I hear he wasn't in uniform. Again, yeah, yeah, but right, 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 right. I have heard many stories that haven't been out in the public, and so I don't know. I'm thinking the jury though, regardless of their color or makeup, you got to know the truth when you hear it and the evidence that they gave in the courtroom. What was it? What has got some members of that jury not ready to say guilty? Well, you would think that if, in fact, the things we heard in the public are correct. But what if all the things we heard were not in the public that we don't know, and only the people who know about it are the people in that courtroom down there. So I really don't know. But you would think reasonable people say, hey, guy pulls a gun, shoots sheriff, hey, this is an open and shut case, let's go to jail. But it didn't work out that way. I, yeah. Well, we would say that, but wouldn't we want that person to get some justice too on both sides? Okay, right, and right. But you made the most of the things we are hearing. I wasn't in the courtroom. I got some people that I know were in the courtroom, but even then, what they tell me is hearsay. That this is what we think they heard. This is what they think they heard, and maybe they didn't hear that. I mean, I got to put faith in those people. Now that yeah, I do not know. And I guess at some point we'll find all of this out. But again, 12 reasonable people. If it's that obvious what he did was wrong, then how in the world, in God's sake, did he walk away? That they could. Yeah. So I just don't know. I mean, listen. I mean, I thought this was. I thought this. Yeah. 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 Because I thought. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. And I thought this was a pretty much open and shut, done deal. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. I'm doing fine. How are you? Now you waited all that time just to say that. I mean, really, seriously. Okay. Good morning. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. We're not talking about whitewater. And whitewater is not a mess up. Whitewater is a good thing. Mm. What? What rescue? What rescue? I mean, really, what rescue? That thing is going to help everybody. Listen. Just because you guys don't believe in going down to the water, it is a quality of life issue. I'm glad it's here. Yeah, I'm glad it's here. I I don't care. Okay, are they on the hook? I think that I think it's all of our money. It's all of our money. It's all of our money. How much? How much? Well, how much? How much? How much? How much did he float? How much did he float? What? Listen, you tell us how much did he float? Okay, then. All right, then. Some of y'all, Jesus walking across the water, y'all complain that he wasn't drowning. Yeah. Ugh. Good morning. Yes, I've been called, but I've never sat on the jury. No. Once they found out who I was, they said no. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you talking about people in the jury? I mean, I can't. I don't. I'm not saying that. I don't. Yeah. But again, now to be fair, there have been cases where if it were not for that one juror who stepped away and saw a difference, some people would be in jail when they were actually innocent. So one person, you know, well, no, unless 12 people, and that's where our system is set up. Unless 12 people can agree, that one person may be the only right person. I'm not saying in this case, but I'm just saying, yeah. Mm. Mm. I don't know. All I can say that right, but we do. But there are some things that are so egregious that it dispels any ambiguity about the issues facing the juror. There's something that's so obvious. Yeah. Now, I thought this was one of those things that was obvious. Well, obviously, I'm not in the jury. I'm not in the jury room, but I want justice on either side. On either side. Yeah. 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 I just wanted, I wish they had a video of this guy. Because again, when I heard they had a hung jury, that's the information that I've gotten filtered down to. Well, when you have named the courthouse after this guy, but it lends itself. Yeah, but again, yeah, 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 yeah. I hear you. I gotta take a break, but 8:25 in the morning, we'll be right back. After these messages, I am stupefied over this. Where is the truth? It lies somewhere between left and right. Yeah. Most of us, what in corporate, we don't really know what it said. We got one hell of a lawyer, but we don't know. The truth is, it did this already. Police officers. I would think the sheriff office comes up with you. Right. You don't act right. Yeah, I don't know. Look at that. I don't think it's all 14 quarters. Something has caused a couple of those jurors to rethink his guilt. But like my good friend Dan Norris says, in due time, in the fullness of time, we'll know. We'll know. And we're back. Our number is 860-1440. We're talking about the Big John. You know, I will say one thing. When you talk to the police or lawyer, whoever the case may be, that's one thing. But when you get on the stand, knowing that every word you say is being written down, so if you can try to change it if you want to later on, but so and you have to almost tell the truth because you can't remember all them lies we be telling. I don't know. Was that it? Did they say something on the stand that they didn't say before? I don't know. 860-1440 is the number. You want to give us a call up, talk to it there on your mind. Good morning. Thanks for holding. I'm doing fine, and yeah, but I'm used to it. So you know that's some of the nicer things been said. Mm. Well, that's what he said. Yeah. Yeah, that what I saw that. That's what he said. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Now, see, let me tell you about weights and my fit. Listen, I look at people who lift weights the same as I do people who run up mountains. If the police are not after me, why in the hell I want to lift? Why in the hell I want to run? Now, your son ought to be the one worried. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With a wife that strong though, with a wife that strong, you know he can take a butt whooping. I mean, I'd be worried that not me, but he ought to be worried. So yeah. Yes. Or did they hear things that we right and or did they hear things that we have not heard? Mm-hmm. Mm. But if a sheriff is not on duty, though, he's still the sheriff, though, whether he's on duty or not. I mean, yeah. Right. But you got to. But if I don't know who you are, you know, if I don't know that you're the sheriff, now this kid was from Montgomery. If I don't know you, the sheriff, then yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like somebody asked me a few minutes ago, I don't know who the sheriff down in. I know the name in Macon County, but I don't know. I wouldn't know him if I saw him unless he had his uniform on. Well, it seems to be, yeah. Unless you had one hell of a defense lawyer, like Johnny Cochran or somebody, you know. You know. Yeah. I mean, OJ got off, you know. Listen, I mean, but then again, we didn't hear everything. We don't know everything that said. So, yeah. But now, yeah, and maybe they just didn't. Yeah, maybe they just couldn't. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. But but we'll find out. I mean, you know, like my good friend Dan said, in the fullness of time, we'll find out everything there is to find out about it. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Now that's the only one I know what you're talking about. I know what that one is. Okay. Right. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 You know, my one of the things that always has bothered me about mistrials and things like that. Now, double jeopardy. Why does not double jeopardy not apply? Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Okay. All the elements, all the elements were not there. Okay. Yeah. So as a juror, you can't use common sense. Okay. Well, that's why we got in jail who don't belong there, and some that belong there. So okay. That's what I, yeah. Yeah. Now let me ask you a question. What about stealing your car? Because if I'm if in my vehicle and I don't know who this is trying to get in here, uh, don't I have a right to do that? And so it is. I mean, if you do it, you gotta make sure that yeah. Okay. Mm. All right. Now I'm hey, we'll be back right 44 in a minute.
authorities in those states emergency response and search and rescue missions for floods, adding wildfires for early tornado recovery. Presidential inauguration. The national government. We are always ready. We are always ready. In every state and territory, we stand guard like you do. No more. Nationalguard.com.
That you've been given. Oh, I didn't give them advice. I'm giving them. Somebody just told or have everything some knowledge of law. He said that he gave me the elements of a capital murder. It said there must be intent, there must be ability, premeditation, ability to carry out the intent, and something like that. If in fact there must be more than that you can't, you don't find witnesses. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got a lawyer for now. Good morning, who's this? What is evidence? It's evidence. Oh, well, I know if you said that, and I heard that. Again, and again, I'm not saying. Listen, again, what they charged him. I can only tell you what they charged him with. Again, I can only tell you what they charged him with. They charged him with capital murder. Well, he said that he you would think not. I don't think no, we're not getting no, we're not getting we're not getting the chance of the your the witnesses in the picture every day. I don't like okay, I don't have a case. I'm a reasonable doubt. Again, in that situation, I'd say, but the paper doesn't tell you everything, though. The paper doesn't tell you. All right, we'll see. I don't know. Good morning. Good. but that doesn't make right, but that doesn't make him not the sheriff. He's still the sheriff, whether he has a uniform on or not. We're gonna do this. Yeah. Well, I got a lawyer here. He'll tell us that. He'll tell us that next hour. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay. And again, I don't see if he, again, but we still have the responsibility to convince. Uh, it must be unanimous verdict. Okay, so we gotta convince 4 people to we don't want to quit. Yeah, but he's guilty on the roof about it. Well, that rings the bell if they use it to the roof of our roof. It takes 12 people to understand that for months. 12 people. It takes a lot to do. If they're reasonable people. Well, you don't see that. I always kind of play that when the results that don't like, there's an overkill. If someone's crazy, do someone's bad, what they're going to do is they are sitting with it as a state. I don't think about that. The actual reports. Ultimately holdouts you in mistrial, which we can do is presented again. Yes, we can do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Joe Reed, attorney at law. He'll be here to join us for the next hour. Now, all these legal terminology, I can give you some answers. Lawyers, it's lawyers know everything. You just. Well, we know that. Yeah, you don't know. OJ. Well, if they didn't do things. If the glove don't fit, we must fit. Understand? I told you. Get on it. Yeah, how you? Yeah. That's right. Okay, I appreciate that. That makes sense. But now that's here. Is that hearsay though? Is that hearsay? Because I mean that doesn't mean this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well. Alabama has about 21 to 22 of these cars gathered up. Yeah. And they said, but we oftentimes when
Well, that's one thing you can do. And like I said, there are so many ways to pull the statute because nobody can remember all those 20 ways. But I'll read after a couple of the break. I'll read a couple of those. But you're correct. If you commission another felony, that would do it. But also, like I said, there are 20 other things.
All right. After the break, we'll be back. Jerry, well, let's y'all can answer okay, I can stop, put all my legal thing back on where it belongs right now. I can ask you. I'll let you guys answer the real guy. We all agree with answer some of your questions. No, these are the same. Yeah. I didn't buy it just for I bought an answer because I needed money. But my intent, I don't make a living off selling drugs. If you did sell, I'm on this very I got a guy right now. President Biden ordered
President Biden was very clear in speaking about the rhetoric we heard.
How much you have consumer protections let you get your money back right away when your plane is stuck on the ground.
That's what I'm saying.
6 hours or more.
But we made criminal that should not be criminal. You're in a hole because you hit it one time, and you don't want your family to know all this stuff. I don't have a problem with this.
Prostitution is always that's been over. I'm just talking about prostitution. But I already know what the reason is for that. I already know the reason why.
I'm right.
What you gonna pay your bills on? It's worse than crack. So they criminalize it. That's worse than crack. Sex is worse than crack. So they criminalize it. So they criminalize her for selling it, but there's no problem her giving it away. Just think about that for 1 second. Just think about that for 1 second. It's the same act. It's the same act. Same act. But you can't.
So why not y'all change it?
You got a legislature. That person, they ain't gonna be able to rationalize. They're gonna grin and walk away. They can't rationalize that. I just told you what it was. It changes the power dynamic.
Legally, I've never understood how you can charge a married man with rape. Because
Don't take Wesley's advice.
but marriage is a religious act that's binded together by law.
Legal act.
But it's a religious ceremony. You can be married and never go to marriage license. Never get a marriage license.
And you wouldn't be married. We got rid of common law a long time.
Well, y'all wouldn't recognize it, but God would recognize it. Whereas marriage is a religious act. Because why not just then if that's it, why not just live together?
Okay, hold on. Here's what people do. Well, come back to your point, which is, you can't regulate it. Look, you cannot force someone to have sex against their will. Period.
Okay, but when you get married, you biblically, when you get married, you say, I'm gonna give it up. No, the book says.
Yes, there's also divorce. If you ain't getting it. But you can't force nobody. Okay. Do that, Kevin. You can't do that. I know you and Bill Cosby used to run years ago.
No, Bill took some pills to get
right.
pills.
I know you used to do that.
I don't want to get drunk. But from a religious perspective, it ain't yours. It's y'all.
Carry potential fines. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Now, my dad there with a bunch of religious leaders, they agree with you. I don't.
I'm not telling you you can find people against pretty many people who say anything about anything. Christians on the outside. That's why jury selection is so important. Yeah, because you can find a bunch of people do a lot of stuff. So people always difficult words or passages or the issue is whether he was a police officer or not, whether he knew it or not. I mean, knowledge. I say knowledge has to be a factor.
Having a friend who calls a uncle don't mean
that's what it's done. And let's say you go, and this is, I'm not speaking, that's not problem. I'm not.
And that's a big deal.
You can't. Also, people cases in law. And it's not even like it's not if you tell me something else, one thing,
yours don't can right permanent.
A jury not to
That's
not true. When people start doing jury, I don't know. Why would you do that? Jury. Yeah, my phone is all this stuff. I know what you said. All the I mean, listen to one and they ask me, no, you read out.
Yeah, I don't believe nobody would be able to do it. It's going to underage.
Oh, Kevin, we took the law as it is.
Okay, we're back. 860-1440 is the number here. Our guest one is attorney at law Joe Reed. I don't agree with most of that. These are reasonable things. These are reasonable. The law makes you reasonable. Yeah.
Next week, when the judges tell us what we have to or we have that clients. That's pretty much what our roles are. I'm sure that judge who asked us to 12-13-5-4. It says the capital offensive is the problem. That's, you're up to 19. Working with fire used to a deadly weapon, into a heated. Murder by the defendant. That's I think if it was a police officer, like I assume that the defense would be one, self-defense would be two. No, we did not know that he was insured because he wouldn't recommend me. I don't know. I think or that's why we still trying to by the time we go back to you, yeah, it's very no one to witnesses who are actually going down to a very valuable. Let me talk about that. When I say I know something about this, I know some individuals that are under this cloud. Somebody do some stuff. A young man was 17, girl was 15, something like that. Of course, in the state of Alabama, you get married at 14 years old, and marriage between 26. So, anyway, here he is 16 years old now, and he can't seem to get a job because they tagged him with what's the word they use? Sex offender. A sex offender. 17. And so at 60 now, he still can't get a job. There's something morally and wrong with that law that needs to be fixed. So now, what do I do now? Go rob people now because I can't get a job? I can't be around any kids. I mean, I'm 7, woman 6. Come on. Well, to your point, I think I hear what you're saying. I think a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot. Georgia has what they call a Romeo and Juliet statute.
Right. I know about that.
What you're talking about. When you're look, the reality is that young people experiment and they do things. And I think the age of consent in Alabama is 16. So
14 to be married.
That's the I don't know. I don't do domestic, Kevin, but let's just say the age of consent is 16 and she's 15 and you got a next door neighbor boy who's 16. Kids get into stuff.
Yeah,
they do. I mean, they just look.
We do.
If you got kids, if you don't have kids, kids get into stuff.
Yeah,
kids experiment.
Yeah,
but you should not label a 16-year-old for having sex with a 15-year-old a statutory rapist, which under the law he is. But like I said, Georgia at least has kind of given what I call a reasonable buffer for experimentation for young children, where that's not what it is. And prosecutors have used their discretion not to prosecute cases like that because that's not really the.
Well, there's a member. The
whole point was to keep grown men,
which makes sense,
right?
Which makes
the whole point was to keep grown men, from having sex with minors. That's really the point.
There is a legislator who wants to pre-file a bill where if you've been a sex offender, you can't get a job. I mean, this is crazy.
Let me guess.
I hear
Arby's.
Yeah, he does.
Of course,
yes, he does.
Of course,
yes, he does.
There's a shock. In other breaking news, the sun is hot.
I mean, and so here's what irks me. All of us Christian people who call ourselves Christian don't want to forgive people who made mistakes 40 years ago.
Until you make one. Sure.
But that's why we have people like you guys on the other side to fight this kind of stuff.
Well, if you got a legislature the way our legislature reacts, which is to keep itself busy by passing solutions in search of problems, or otherwise whatever hit list that certain folks have to go after certain people and to constantly, I mean, what sense does it make? Just think about that for 1 second, Kevin. Just common sense. If someone commits the crime of a sex offense, and you're going to prevent them from working, That's your answer. You can never have a job. I'm going to pass a law that says you can never work. What are you going to do?
Exactly. You're going to rob somebody, kill somebody. You're going to survive.
You're going to survive. And survive means everything you just said. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
The guy's name, I gave it to my
everybody. Very few people want to give grace, but they all. But if they can get some, they'll always take it. Yeah, you got to remember that. And I'm not saying at some point, there are consequences for actions. That's not what I'm saying. But that board is on the ridiculous and the absurd.
Well, I'll find you here in a couple of minutes.
People have to survive, even when they're. Yeah. I mean, my big thing now has been if once you served your time, okay,
you ought to be right to vote.
You ought to go back to voting. Yeah. If you have to pay, if you pay taxes in the United States, you get the right to vote. Now, you may not be able to serve in an office. That's a different ball game because some of these offices require you to do certain things. I mean, I don't want Michael Milken, who was king of the junk bonds, who lied to the SEC, to be Secretary of the Treasury. Okay, he can vote, but we just can't vote
unless we was really good friends. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Good morning.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah they do. Yeah they do. Well, how about the Love Boy Man thing, Lambo? They came out with years ago. Yeah.
I'm gonna dog leg if you'll permit me. There was a time I got in trouble at my house, and of course my parents believed in corporal punishment. My dad had a belt and didn't hesitate on using it. My mom would go out to she'd go to the backyard, break a switch off.
Yeah.
And she didn't care that. But my mom went to the rose bush and got her switch. There's a little extra something in that one for you when you cut up. Okay, there was a regular switch from the tree, and then when you really messed up, you got the rose bush one. And I went into didn't take the trash out once and didn't tell the truth about why I didn't do it. Blamed on my brother, and got in trouble for it. Of course, he was little. He was about like 3, so the lie didn't work too good because he was 3. He couldn't carry the trash out. Anyway, I got in trouble for it, and I used the defense that it was the baby's fault. You can say a lot of things, okay, but that doesn't mean it's going to work. And there are certain statutory defenses to certain crimes, which of course the statutes say that. But in a situation like that I'm in love with young children defense, yeah, I don't think that's going to work anywhere. It definitely won't. And every state's entitled to do its own laws. I want to look at that, see if that's something that a lawyer cooked up, or is that a statutory defense that's recognizable by judges? Now, I don't believe it would be, because if that were the case, it would nullify the law. Everybody could simply wheel out the fact that, well, I'm just attracted to kids, so forgive me for, raping a child. That's absurd. It would kill the law. So no, I don't think that that's valid in California. I know it would never be valid here. I don't think it'd be valid in most states. It just wouldn't. I mean,
Interesting.
That sounds like prostitution to me.
I want to look that up. Really, I want to. If you can give me the code section, I'd appreciate that. I want to see that from my. Not that I don't believe. I'm just curious about that. That is really really out there. Kevin, that means you're in trouble.
Yeah,
because you've been telling folks around here you're a multi-millionaire for a long time.
Long time, but they did me
good. That's gonna get a lot of college kids in trouble. That's gonna get a lot of adults. That's gonna get a whole lot of folks in trouble. If that is, I guess. And here's what was going through my mind, which is what we call it's in fraud. There are a couple types of fraud, and one is what we call fraud in the inducement. That's basically when you give somebody false, you tell someone something false or make someone believe something's not true in order to induce them to do something. And I guess but that's civil, not criminal. That's very, very interesting. I think a lot of people say where California goes, the rest of the country ultimately follows. And that's, true for the most part, but not in every part. I don't see that coming here. And definitely probably in our lifetime. I don't see that. I mean, again, I think when you start, lawyers can, you have to defend your client, and you say, well, if I'm trying to figure what that was. So if I tell someone that I am a professional athlete and I'm not, to get them to go out with me, and they go out and have a bad date,
they're stupid.
Right. I'm like, you can look at me and tell me, I may look a little bit like Steph Curry, but but I can't be sitting in front of you and on TNT either. At the same time, you ought to know better. Some things you ought to know better than to believe. But if you're having sex with someone or who just because they're a millionaire and you mad because you find out they're not, then I think you got what you deserve.
But you didn't get what you deserved.
Or maybe you didn't get what you deserve. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's interesting.
Hey, appreciate
like
it.
That.
All right. Good morning, on there.
That was interesting.
Pretty good.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
So,
yeah.
Well, now that's interesting. So let's say this: you in California, you do this, and you move to Alabama. Okay. I think the question may be, what does Alabama law say? Now,
See, we need some uniformity in these because we are all still citizens of the United States. And so why should one state be able to, like I was reading something the other day, this guy got pulled out of his car, taken to jail because he was riding around on a suspended license. Well, most time you get a suspended license, they write your ticket and say, hey, you need to be to court.
It's not jailable in Alabama, but it's jailable in Georgia.
In Georgia, right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to myself, really? I mean, we're all still citizens of the same country.
But every state is entitled, but yes, now, but every state is entitled to make its own law.
And that's what messing is.
Okay. I mean, they're entitled. So what's, and generally they're all pretty much within what I call a breath or two of each other. I mean, what I call the big.
Well, going to jail and getting the tickets are more than a breath.
Well, for instance, Georgia has a super speeder law. If you go on like over 15 miles an hour, you can get a fine. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's almost like a car payment or worse. And yeah, they can take you to jail for that. Well, now, you can't do it. I'm not Florida, but these are things that the Constitution did leave the states certain rights to do things that those local folks saw fit.
Well, I would assume that they wanted them to exercise their common sense.
Yeah, but that's left to the people the citizens of that particular state as to what is reasonable or what what is not. What they want. I mean, the representatives don't have to do that. They pass those laws, and people care about them because they went through. Nobody probably said anything about it.
Because they do it in the darkness of night most of the time.
Look, this is a representative democracy.
It used to be. It's not there anymore. I never got a letter in the mail asking about something about a law.
That's why it's a representative democracy.
Well, they ain't representing me.
In other words, people don't vote on everything that's
so we're not being represented by everything. Anyway, good morning on there. Morning.
Good morning. I agree.
What about those people who don't pay no taxes?
They don't really do.
No, they don't even have money to pay taxes.
That's the law.
Okay.
Sometimes. This is an issue of state, issue of federal. Well, yes, and that would be all states have to make their laws. Those laws have to conform to, and you have where state law, federal law. That's a short way. So it kind of does already. But there are lots of things that the federal laws don't touch.
But now we got to take a break. I'm still trying to figure out how anybody came up with abortion in Roe versus Wade when it was supposed to be about privacy. I know we came up with it. It's all from a privacy. Yeah.
You're going to be more than 30 minutes.
Yeah. We'll be back.
You should be a 7 or 8. What you normally do?
Well,
open mic is good. Just open mic calls on the day. I think that's great. I think people now, folks better than that's what more of that's I know he's not. But it's part of this book. It's not just not right. And that usually works when you evidence. But there's one you get a good chance people like this saying, if I got a form,
British, we totally know that. Okay? Mr. Doing? Yes. Okay? The bullet blew out of your body? Yes. He murdered, he shot, he assaulted me with a deadly weapon. If Kevin sits there and says,
Yeah.
what is it? This is your guy. Now, Joe can sit there with bullets on his hip. A doctor said he shot with him on there. You tell us about Willie Celeste. What do you do? You have the jury to put you assault. The only evidence they heard is me.
Yeah, I think that
We're dealing with Trump. When they're talking about you doing this, all of you, get your hands up and explain it. Don't get out of here. Talk about, I'm going to say that, but we're going to drop that right now. The jury seen this. And I believe it. One thing he never testified. He talked different from Tony. But he don't know. You know he's going to be the lawyers don't know what it's going to do. So we can sue. Ain't no reason. You got a foolish lawyer, okay? And everyone know right now, all that stuff is all about that electric car, we've been suspended in this law.
But I think what was done to these boys over that thing is totally unconstitutional. If it ever gets to the Supreme Court, I'm telling you, they're gonna drop it. No, I'm talking about, first of all, we took Giuliani stuff. You got a right to say that we got screwed. You got a right to say that.
I don't want to say, you don't have a right to lie. You don't have to say, you cannot say that I came over. Joe, the lawyer, cheated me out of my will.
I came over and it felt like to me that he cheated out of my will.
You said, and you can say that. That is a false defamatory statement. Okay, and here's the reason. And you said I felt like that. And you have a right to say that. Okay, I'm saying is that is a lie, Mr. Defamatory. Because Kevin says I stole money from you. Okay, now, but when we go and I sue Kevin for defamation, and then in the cross examination, Kevin listen with Kevin, what should you do to stole money from this? Because none of your parents ever had will. You had will. We was the administrator. He was the lawyer. He wasn't anywhere involved. Well, he knew some people. He was there.
I think political speak was different from that speak.
You're not allowed.
Okay, so the police can lie to me.
The police can tell you, Kevin,
and we are back. There's 1440. I just really on it all in folks that I think political speech, would you agree, is different from the regular speech that citizens have out here in their homes and in our businesses? Because politicians lie to us, knowingly lie to us. And we have no recourse but say, well, we'll get them next time. I mean, political speech is different from the Exodus stuff. Because what they did to these people who thought that I too thought that some of this stuff was just too convenient. And I did too think that some of this crap was, they were lying about some of these machines not being happening. Yeah.
Where you play, you're not allowed. Right? There's freedom of speech allows you to say anything you want, anytime you want, wherever, whenever you want. And the courts have put limitations on that. Okay.
Get the Constitution?
Well, the courts interpret the Constitution.
Oh,
well, that's their job.
Oh, okay.
That was in the founding republic. That was their job. The Constitution included judicial branch to interpret the Constitution.
Free speech don't even interpret.
It is. You can speak about all things. There are limitations. There's nothing absolute. There's nothing absolute. Okay, it all comes with some ball work from that. What you're not going to do is one thing. You're not your fire control.
Elon Musk the other day, the federal government came after him for good morning. But if a politician gives that same money for advertisement, trying to get you to come vote, that's free speech. But he wants to pay you to participate in a petition. They're going to come after him by law. But when politicians use their money to try to convince you to vote, that's free speech.
That's free speech. Yeah, if you look at if you're not honest or give or do something in the vote, okay? You can say, hey, get out the vote, come vote for me. All right, come vote for me for football. Because I'm not offering something of value to get you to do it. If he's doing it, I believe that because he's reducing people from vote with it.
No. He wants to assign
he wants to do it. That's not
that's your interpretation.
That's not what he's doing. That's not what he's doing. That's what a DA calls it. I'm going to understand.
So the president said, Biden said, you know what? I'm going to, anybody vote for me, put me back in office, I'm going to give everybody a stimulus.
He's going to get trouble. He's going to get he should be.
First of all, he can't give this to that kind of stuff.
It doesn't matter. You can't offer a kind of value to do that. You can't do it. It doesn't matter your position.
Our vote is value.
You can't offer. I can't induce you to vote for me by offering you some sort of compensation. I can offer you some. First of all, it's obviously the kids over the age. And their point was, we'll give you some speaking gifts. Because y'all are kids, and I don't want to see y'all kids. You're not giving the pizza.
What if I just have to have pizza there?
If there's pizza there and you don't say anything to the registry people know, there's pizza and you don't say anything about it, you're not giving pizza. You're not giving them the pizza.
Good morning, on here.
No more than the Republicans. Yeah, I did. No, I just said no more than that. I said no more than they were. No, I said no more than what they would do. If there's actually one, yes, that's true. If that's there, yeah. I don't know what that means. No. I don't think she could have.
Yeah, but that's not good.
That's not what you want. You said what I was supposed to say that.
The joke was in bad taste. Yeah. The joke was in bad taste. Yeah. Well, Trump's not responsible for what he said either.
I wouldn't even look. No, we're not. We're going to stay here with you. We're going to stay here with you. We're going to stay with you and have a ball.
Appreciate it. Good morning, on there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to hear you do that. Okay. Who's this? I think you. Who's this? I think you. That's interesting stuff. And I think you. Some folks see some flaws in the faces, but I think again, the defense doesn't mean you did. Okay, you gotta believe it. You don't believe that's actually what happened. So if people don't think you actually did it, most of us, no matter what the defense is, what you do, if it's a strong you don't have to believe that that's what you did. You should think I did it, but that's not it. It doesn't work that way. And people really get this far more than you do. Is it a perfect system? Absolutely not. But the juries and people have their y'all are parents, y'all are brothers and sisters, you know when you're doing BS. What the old folks say, you can't do BS. Yeah, you can't do that. And so you know, and my man, you're a man, you've been around, you've been with places. You got common sense you're gonna be okay with because you're gonna use your common sense, and some stuff you're like, that's BS. I'm not gonna let you get away with it.
Hey, appreciate you, Carl. When it's somebody just came with an interesting question. When we drive people to the polls, aren't we giving them something in terms of we give them free transportation?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get it.
I'm not giving you, I'm not, okay, I'm not after you. I'm just, if I say, yeah, you said, I need to ride.
But if you're giving rides to the polls, and you're only giving the Democratic two things.
I think you they're working on it. But they are working for the county. I think for you. That's close. But then hold on. Where does that mean? Okay. Where does the freedom to associate
and freedom of speech?
Well, association all the rest of you. Hear those things still not versus it's illegal right now. Somebody gives you water. Are you standing up?
Get more with a politician's face on it.
I don't think
they can give you water, just plain water.
I don't think it's that.
Good morning.
I'll look. You're all in?
You didn't show up. Yeah. They're Democrats.
No, that's not. No.
Okay, let's hope not. But let him explain why that is not a double standard. I just want to be. So why don't they want to do it? Well, that's all. I got to take my last break. We come back. Okay, we'll do that. Give him a minute. There you go. Did not show up in time to stop.
Same thing that it's the same reason why there is this, I think the same reason why Jordan needs subpoena by Congress. Yeah. But I'm trying to understand that because that's the only reason why Alabama had this law while you were in session. You could not be taken to jail. You could not be stopped from freedom and all that stuff because they know that these guys will put all the good stuff to stop from getting that vote. So I thought that would be more interesting. It doesn't make sense to think about it. You put the loop in my fellow legislative squad and then call the police. And you know he's the most of the people done that. Yeah, I bet they have. People have done that. And I think I think both Bannon and Jim Jordan and
that sound?
If both of you all the political parties, they both did enough of all the votes in the party. Oh, because it's the public defense. That did not agree. I don't know. I'm not sure Aaron Florida if that was actually. Fast and Furious. Yeah. That's when they see guns overseas. And those are guns. Okay, here's the thing. I'll tell you. Okay, Barack Obama's. Okay. Those are the documents for Fast and Furious.
I started exercising instead of smoking. Staying away from alcohol.
So I'm gonna come in there. Okay, he wants to put it paramedic, firefighter, rescue squad member. In the course of professional duties, responds to fire, medical, and other similar emergencies, whether it's or not. What the hell? I'm fired. I think it's charged with refusal to comply with wrong to refuse. So like Biden, Biden's not a problem. They did do that. No, it's not. Also, he get outside and ask him. But now, if Biden don't target his son, he will let it go. I thought if you follow me, you really want to like that. I'm gonna fight myself. Absolutely, it smacked him a couple of times too. Do that. Where's the difference? Hold the position with the House oversight. What's that? They didn't do anything, but he agreed to it.
You see miracles all the
He
time.
just off the I'm like, well, who's got a long
And we are back. I guess on it, y'all. Let's see, Fury.
Yeah, but very cold and hot. So, so one of the reasons very cold means to make arrow to use it. That's how they try to keep. So that's how he. I was that's how he got around. Of course, when they tried to keep him, agreed to a deposition. Danny was concerned, he's a problem.
So we can more leeway than even other things.
The answer question is what you're looking for. The whole point is to get you to testify and it's me. I'm like, that's how I see your testimony. But Steve Bannon wasn't going to get it. That's why I got it.
Legally, we keep throwing around this word insurrection. Nobody was insurrection. So why do we keep using that word? Because the ignoramuses among us don't know that an insurrection means two or more people get together and conspire to overthrow. You can't say that it didn't. People, it would have to be orchestrated. It would have to be orchestrated, though. People have a right to go to Washington to redress grievances.
Of course you do.
Now, I will admit to you that I think
you know something. I think that's what they used to say about solutions and stuff.
Well,
things got a little bit out of control.
But again,
ain't right. Things got a little bit out of control, Kevin.
Yeah,
that's minimized.
But none of them should have went to jail.
Child abuse. Yeah, it got a little bit out of control.
Sometimes your kids make you get out of control.
Yeah, but you can't do. You can't put your hands in boiling water. You can't do. People got out of control.
Reasonable people wouldn't do that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just like and I think America has one political figure, and that's the proud boy leader in prison. I think. Well, tell me why he's not a political prisoner. He wasn't here. He wasn't in Washington D.C. when that thing was on. Tell me why he's not a political prisoner. Exactly.
Did he get charged? I can be charged. Who's charged? Did he get charged?
But I know he was not. He was not in Washington D.C. when that thing happened. That everybody got all out of control.
Yeah, you don't have to be there. If you conspire, there's proof.
The government can come on any proof they want to.
No, you can't.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
Yeah, you and I are sitting here. Yes, and here's what we say. Neither one of us.
Well, you're a lawyer. They might give me one.
They're not going to give me this. They didn't drag you out there last night.
Okay.
My point is that people just don't make stuff up.
But the government does. We got people getting out of jail every day after 20 and 30 years who've been in erroneously. Yes, the government makes stuff up. They do. You're a lawyer. You've seen it. We're just going to say it right now.
Yeah. The government, prosecutors, judges, we're not going to. Here's what
it took 30 years to tell a guy that, oh, you didn't do it.
It's not, no, that's there are cases. Here's what you're doing. There are certain cases that happened some years ago. People were convicted, particularly in crimes of sexual nature or murder. We're DNA is a new thing.
DNA don't prove you did it. DNA don't prove you did it.
It's such.
Yeah.
Because somebody was raped and they're in the scheme. Okay. And they're accusing someone of the person act. All right. And first, they may have been in the neighborhood and they've had a conviction for taking property on themselves. It's really bit of description. Okay. And 50 years ago, we didn't have 40 years ago, DNA used to be. And now, the DNA that was observed, our smaller than again, now can start to.
How do we know that the woman is not dying? They didn't have a relationship. No, this is true. And guys will go to jail for 30 years because somebody in this country, when a woman can come after a man like they did having all the for 30 years later, there is something terribly wrong with that system. Yeah, terribly wrong with that. Look, brother ain't got a chance now. I'm gonna go let me check where it is. DNA can screw people. So that's what a lot of people. But it can't prove that you did what she said you did. All they can prove that you did it. Well, and this is the accusation. And then you say, hey, it wasn't me. I didn't it. It wasn't me. You defend it. Let's say a jury conviction is made, depending on what happened, that's how they do it. But whatever's in front of them, they make a decision later on. DNA evidence. Okay. Prove that it was not you. Even if it was you, they can't prove that you assaulted her. Well, all they can prove is that you were down together. That's a question for juries. Juries with credibility witnesses. Under the Me Too movement, you think a brother got a chance? With common sense. Okay. Common sense is not so common anymore. One more call. Good morning, on here. No. That's our friend. Listen, I don't want people to do wrong things, but 40 years, and then come back and tell somebody they did something 40 years ago. I got that. And Kavanaugh. Well, the woman didn't know what the house was. Diddy's a whole different story. They're talking about that with Diddy right now. Diddy, that's a whole different story with Diddy. Diddy had $700 of lube in his house. He got dry skin. Yeah, I guess he got dry skin. But anyway, our guest is an attorney at law, Mr. What kind of cases you handle anyway? I think we'll think about everything. Well, I don't see it on TV with a good commercial. Call me. You're talking. It's like you well, we want to bring you on the radio at least once or twice a month. To answer some of these people. Could you do that with a little bit of everything? I think again, lawyers, but what you can do is you can hear something. Because you have a logical mind. It's a logical mind. If AI will ever be implemented, I hope not. I hope not too. We're constantly doing it. Yeah. A lot of people don't go to jail. Didn't do it. Yeah, I believe it. It scares me because empathy is the one thing that a machine will never have. Even some of the biggest things in the people people took injuries, not measurable. And that's for AI. Because we don't some mistakes. Yeah, I'm not the person who says what's always wrong with America. But the justice system does not dispense justice. Also, yes, then define justice. This is what the law says. No, that's not justice. That's what the law says. You have law, and you were certain.
And if you do certain things, this thing happens. That's what society is doing.
That sounds like a scapegoat. Next time I speak to you, I want you to define what is the legal terminology of this.
I think the black.
Anyway, well, thanks for coming out. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Whenever we'll come by and we'll talk to more of you guys. We'll talk about look.
This is a good question.
Who are you going to vote for?
For the felon. How about that?
Yeah. If the truth be told, we all have done something on it.
Look, there's nothing like rationalizing.
But that's what
it's true. Let's not having restraint.
Do you think PAP paid off a hope? It was his money. He gave it to her to shut up. The businesses and corporations do that all the time. NBA, we do that all the time.